Greetings everybody. Hello Hellish Quart Community. It's Saturday, so we are starting the USFC event. It's 84th one to be precise, and we have a good batch of matches arranged for today, including a lot of veterans, returning players, new players who got enough experience to challenge said veterans, so I bet it will be interesting to watch and participate. We'll be starting with Boris versus Oakenlix. Only recently got acquainted with Boris, meeting him in one of our community events, and he's playing a pretty strong Isabella. He has his own decent unique style, so I wonder how he will match with Oakenlix, who promised to bring us something new to the table today. So probably not his usual Laszlo, but some interesting surprise with character selection and style of play. Well, I might know what he will be picking, but I won't spoil it. I'll let you guess for now. And I'll invite the fighters to start. Oaken is already connecting. Also, guys, please remind me if you need keyboard. I know that Oaken is using keyboard, but I'm not so sure about Boris. So if you need keyboard access, just write it in Discord chat. I'll give you it. Boris is connecting. I'll check if the stream is running fine. Ken is using keyboard, but yeah, looks good. Settings are fine, so I'll start the game. No, Boris is using gamepad, so it's all good. As usual, we play a best of 5 series with 7 flags. More than enough rounds to adjust to your opponent and then counter adjust and then some more. Wish you both luck, guys. Show us a good fight. Again, Boris, please take left side, Oaken on the right. So Boris goes not with Isabella but with Gideon. As Oaken is bringing his Jan to the table. Yeah, his style is very aggressive and oppressive, I might say. It's somewhat similar, at least for me, in my eyes, to how he plays Laszlo, but with even more cuts, with even longer combos. And actually it's surprising how this regular looking forward moving cutting combo Jan can parry a lot of attacks. Yeah, like you try and throw something against it and Jan just parries and goes on, because the follow-up, the second one, is really coming fast at you. Oh, Oak was getting close to getting tired, but still landed the cut. Yeah, more swinging, but Boris showed patience now and picked the right moment to counter. Nicely done. More footsie by Boris, but eventually Oak moves in, close enough to land an attack. Yeah, and here he goes again. Oak just looks for the moment to go in with those strikes. And it's hard to get around them. I know it firsthand. Oh, yeah, just Oak picked just the right timing to land this in between Gary's attacks. Yeah, very dominant performance, and Boris needs to find some keys to this style. I'm switching names. And you guys please switch sides. Oh, Boris swapped back to easy. Yeah, this style actually for someone unprepared may look pretty simplistic. Like Jan just goes forward and swings like it's a newbie attacking. But Oak is really good at like finding the right distance to start this combo off. And yeah, just as I said, he mistimed and misjudged the distance. But oh well, most of the time he's good at picking the right time and the right distance, and also he's good at mixing up this combo with some belly lunges, sidestep attacks, corkscrews. So yeah, it may look simple, but you need to have the basics down to pull it off. So far, Boris is doing good with Zizi, playing a really nice defensive style, stopping Oaken's advances. And tries to keep his distance, to use its slight reach advantage of a longsword. Yeah, decided to use a thrust again, but received a cut into the head. Looks like Boris is trying to preempt Oaken as he is moving in, and it's working good so far. Some whips, but eventually he lands a hit. Oh, nice. Nice one. It's not easy to time this. I missed a few of those sidestep horizontal cut combos while playing easy versus Oaken.
Hey, Tao.
Oh, hi Subo. Guys just finished their second duel. It's 1-1, so it's a good time for you to hop in.
Alright, I'm joining now.
Accepted. And I'm switching
good to see
names.
design flaw.
Yep, so besides guys. Is he gonna join us in USFC as well?
Yeah, he said he's joining the fun.
That's good, because we don't have an opponent for Piper, so yeah, that's great.
Yep.
We have a spot just for you.
He's also another player from my hometown, so that's really cool.
Yeah. So the first fight, Boris used Gideon, and Oaken ultra destroyed him with his Jan going forward and cutting like that. But then Boris played a very nice defensive easy, yeah, and got a victory of his own.
Nice. So Oak will need to adjust, but I'm sure he's capable of that.
His style is very interesting with Jan. Like, even Maestro isn't using those basic YX or YY combos like that. Like, not so much, I mean.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. He is using some of the meta moves as well. Obviously not quite the same way Luck does, but throws them here or there.
Yeah, I think if he learns some of those cancels, he'll be playing even stronger Jan.
Oh, the crossguard catching those cuts, but he keeps going because he senses victory. Oh, tired, but he might be tired too. No, he isn't. Excellent.
Yeah, just got it for one more, and he needed that one more.
Yeah. He smelled blood and kept going, so...
Yeah, you see just how big is the parry potential with those basic cuts for Jan.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice.
Perfect position for that. Wow. Boris probably didn't expect to be outreached there, but that's because he got his hand out in the way of that cut.
Yeah. Oh.
That's dangerous. Boris can't get overconfident here. Oak is very capable of adjusting and of applying pressure.
Yeah, corkscrew.
Nice corkscrew.
Oh, oh. Oh, wow. How did it even hit? Easy was going to the side. It somehow tracked.
Yeah. Nice retreat cut.
Yeah, Boris can parry too.
Boris still slightly ahead, but Oak is now putting up quite the fight. Oh, that's dangerous, yeah.
Yeah, if your opponent is trying to preempt you, belly lunge is a big opening that you give to your opponent. Oh!
Steady Donna. Oak doesn't engage, but...
I'm also close to getting tired.
That's the danger of posted Donna. Nice double. Oh, nice cancel the parry. Boris nearly got tagged there.
Oh!
Oh!
What? Probably
he semi-parried that with the
damage.
feet. Yeah. It wasn't the full parry, but it might have saved his life. And there, the strong of the blade met Isabella's blade.
Yeah, great single tempo parry. Oh, nice.
Good snipe. Yeah, that's what Jan does best, I think. He picks you apart, whether you're defending or attacking, and then hopes to follow up. But Boris is able to hang in there.
Yeah, he needed the thrust and he managed to land it to 1. He takes the lead. Switching names. Same matchup.
Interesting.
Still.
Yeah. I think Oak should use Laszlo, but obviously he feels perfectly happy using Jan, or wants to get better with Jan, so...
Problem is that he will surprise us with his new style. And he was practicing Jan this whole week, so...
That's
probably
true.
He wants to have some like competition experience with him.
Really testing the guard here, but he's a bit too far for some of these. Nice parry riposte though.
I was fighting him with different characters against his style, and it's really not easy to find the right timing to attack in between those attacks. If you attack too early, you're getting parried and destroyed.
Yeah, so Boris, I think, has largely been doing the right thing in response to them.
Yeah, he tries to manage the distance, stay at range, maximum range for him. And picking just the right times to counter. Oh!
Again, he sort of parried it, but he got hit. Both fighters got hit, in fact. If that was a full-on hit, that would have been Boris's point. Nice. He just gotta finish it.
Oh. Oh.
Nice defense by Boris. Boris getting tired though. Actually, Oak a little bit as well.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Low guard.
Oh.
Interesting. He likes that false edge cut from low guard.
That was an intense moment in the end with low stamina.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I don't see many Isabellas using that false edge cut. I never thought to use it either. But
oh, what a snipe. Right into the reef.
yeah. Boris was trying that move where you cut down, then after a pause, you come right back up, kind of like that.
Oh,
But
again.
it can be a bit slow.
Boris missed just very narrowly and immediately got punished.
That's what Oak is really good at.
Oh, again.
Yeah.
It's close enough and hits.
Make the smallest mistake against Oak and you'll pay for it.
Yeah, definitely. Oh!
Cuts out of measure, wow.
Yeah, so close.
Actually, by both, Boris was a bit too far too.
2-2.
It's 2-2.
Names are switched.
Yeah, same characters, not surprising.
Yep, now we'll see the conclusion of this match. Oh, double? Oh, no.
No. Didn't, I guess, get that blade in deep enough. Because I think the game
Yeah.
considers that, like, if it's a shallow thrust, it just doesn't do a whole lot.
Oh, usually wrists are one of the more vulnerable spots, but yeah, probably not enough damage.
It's the same reason why if you run into the thrust, it does more.
Mm.
The Oak is just on fire right now. And Boris is really struggling here.
Yeah, and he's fine with those doubles. I've seen it a lot while fighting him. It just goes and goes and goes. Yeah, like that. No fear.
Yeah. Overwhelming him with the offense. Because sure, you can keep parrying, and Boris is pretty good at that, but at some point, you gotta attack back, and at some point, your parries are gonna stop working, so...
Oh.
Nice belly
more
lunge. Oh,
That
bit
was a
greedy,
good
I
one.
think. But Oak's tactics there were still really good, I think, besides that. Just the idea of going for different angles. Nice stab.
Yeah, that's a combo. Oh, oh, oh!
Oh, no. Keep going. Yeah.
Slice and dice.
There was like 4 different cuts, but that's because one of them, or 1 or 2 of them, was kind of shallow. I think it was the 11 damage or something, grazing.
Yeah, it's scary to try and get around this.
Yeah. And while he's doing
nice.
that, he's doing stuff like the corkscrew. And yeah, Boris did the right thing there, just challenging him.
Yeah, need to do it.
Ooh, that X cut is really short range. It kept him safe, but yeah, it just doesn't threaten Oak meaningfully. So Oak has momentum on his side and only needs 1 more.
Nice.
Oh. Yeah, that might be the strategy for Boris, is to challenge him. If you get these single tempo encounters, then Oak can certainly be shut down. That is
Nice.
brave by Boris. Nice. Yeah, that was beautiful.
Need to rest.
Yeah. Yeah, Boris has the right idea now. Oak has to be very careful.
Oh!
It's a double.
Yeah, saving grace for Oaken.
Nice try. Ooh, that cut was a little bit slow.
Oh!
Nice try.
This is intense.
Yeah, very tight game by both players. Nice
Yeah.
combos, but yeah, Oak has momentum after that parry.
Yeah, parried and immediately responded. Nicely done, and Oaken gets it. Very well fought, guys. It was a pleasure to watch. Okay, looks like Luck will be joining us as well. Nice. A lot of people are coming. Okay, so first one goes to Roken. Let's see if Pico is here. You'll be fighting him then.
Yeah, good job, Boris, by the way. You might have lost, but your improvement has really shown here. Like, I remember fighting you when we first sparred, and I see a lot of growth, so good job. Gave one of our veterans a really challenging fight. Tekla picked my host, by the way. He's already joining.
Ah, okay, great. I'm connecting to you then.
Yeah, my host is closer, so mine should be better anyway.
Okay. So Pico will start on the left, you'll be on the right initially. I'll set the names. Name the set. Dana Mira. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was waiting to see if he was going to pick Tarnovsky, at which point I was going to mirror him, so
Nice,
good luck, Tekla.
Nice. That's an appropriate start. Showing that both fighters are equally good. I need to answer a call, so just watch the fight for now, guys. I'm back. The video might be a bit stuttery, guys. I'm sorry for this, but yeah, Subutai is pretty far away from me. Oh, nice thrust right into the belly. Change. Pico is aiming for those belly thrusts, it seems. Got caught in between his combo cuts. Nice. Big swing, and Cebu will land the kill of his own. Yeah, and responds with the thrust as well, but Still a double. It's really framey for me. After you guys finish, I'll try to maybe someone can join and stream into Discord. Down to the last flag. Nice. They're touching tips, as all men should. Trust attempt, retreat cut. Our picker is being more patient now. Less combos are being thrown. Oh. What a double. Some out of measure attack. Oh, nice Russian. Subu, can you please wait for a bit?
Yeah, sure.
It's really laggy for me. Like, not big spikes, but I'm getting stable frame drops, so video should be really, really not good.
Okay.
I'll try to ask if Maestro maybe can join you and stream into Discord or something like that.
Hang on 1 second, Pekla. I'll mirror you, of course, but we're just waiting
Don't start for a bit.
Yeah. I'll just click off so that we don't get started
Okay, who else
too
can
soon.
do it? Maybe actually I'll ask Pico.
Yeah, it might be a bit better if he does it instead of me.
Yeah, like if you do it, it's like more load on the host and it's not good for the fight.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I'll just invite Pico to speak in here.
Already done.
Yeah, nice. And please stream here, Pico. Nice.
Perfect. All right.
Now, wait a bit, please. I need to capture that stream. Yeah. And like this. Yeah, and I'll swap your names now. Okay, good to go. That was really fun to watch. Show us some more of this. Oh, Laszlo's now. 2 red chuds. Subu takes the first blood. More arms going off. Yeah, I think there is a doubling echo due to the stream being used in Discord. I'll check it out after we finish. And it's going pretty fast so far, as usually it goes with Laszlo's. Once they start going at each other, these combo heavy cuts. Yeah, so he just goes forward, applying as much pressure as he can muster. And Pico is desperately trying to retreat and defend himself. Oh no, he's yeah, that's cuts are coming so fast. It's hard to tell anything. Yeah, and this retreating quite is actually a quick one. Oh, so we'll get some twirly one around and gets wrist again. And just one moment, guys, please don't start.
Yeah.
I'm checking why do I get echoes?
Nice round, by the way, Peklo. That went way better than I thought.
No, Pico is
Still
muted.
intense, though.
Pico is muted, so it shouldn't be an issue.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go. I'll swap the names. Let's go. So Pico decided to go to his main and the receivers in time. Zero on Alex. Not going good for Pico so far. Oh! He tried to rush in, but he will still grab the double. And yeah, nice sidestep. Yeah, and Alex is feeling comfortable when close enough. Because he's fast and had a damage cut, so rushing him might be not the best idea for people. He keeps doing those rushes for some reason. Yeah, you can get a double, you can get yourself killed. Oh, that was nasty. Very dominant performance by Subu with Alex. Yeah, why do you need to change stuff when it was working well? Pico is back to Tarnowski. Yeah, at long last I managed to find out why I was getting those echoes. I was still connected through the Parsec, so obviously I got them.
That'll do it. I've done it too sometimes. Don't even realize you're still in.
Oh, nice cut. Get in that wrist. Yeah, I can't really say anything about Tarnowski. I know I know like only a few moves for Alex as well, so it's really hard to analyze, but probably Tana might want to have more distance between him and Alex initially, because his faster attacks usually come from some combo as follow-ups. And well, his basic defense with right leg forward is pretty solid. Now what Pico's trying to get some high gut cuts and actually gets one. Yeah. That's really all Cebu needs, just get close enough and then strike from some angle. Those quick cuts just kill outright for Alex. But Pico is still trying to fight. Switching stances and avoiding a double, even though he was stabbed in the head. Oh, nice. That was really close. Good defense by Pico. But Cebu is keeping the pressure on, going forward, which results in a double. Big cut. Oh, nice thrust. No kill. And yeah, Cebu just overwhelms with pressure. But it's really strange how when such a big sword goes into your belly, and that's not a kill.
Yeah, I mean, that would certainly hurt.
Yeah, still good game.
Slow-mo at the end. Yeah, I noticed a few slow-mos at the beginning too. Not like during the fight, but yeah, I don't know what that was. I think the FPS was the same, but yeah, something to do with the game.
Maybe it has something to do with those recent updates. Maybe you just need to reinstall the game or something like that.
Could be, yeah, could be.
Anyways, very solid performance, Cebu. GG.
Yeah, good fight, Pekla. Nice comeback at the end, by the way. It was looking pretty bad for you, but you actually did pretty well with Tarnowski in the end, so.
Yeah, probably if he just stick to Tarnowski, it could be better for him. He started to adjust to you, Alex, and maybe if he just played more, he would find some better moves that were working well. So,
yeah,
it's Pico for you. He just picks
yeah,
any character almost randomly, or it might look like he's picking randomly.
yeah. And I think a few times, like in the Laszlo mirror, what would happen is he's doing his cancel stuff, right? But I was just happy to get into range and throw a cut as soon as I'm in measure. And that can really mess you up if you're a bit too fancy with those. So I think that was the big problem he ran into.
Okay, I just started the game. I'll post a link in a moment, guys. Here it is. Join up. Name the set. Now.
That being said, though, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I think Pekla is the only one who's really mastered Tarnowski so far. So
yeah, I still don't know what I'm doing if I'm playing him.
Yeah. I mean, I did pretty well, but I think he was still a cut above me when we fought, so.
Well, it was a really close one. Just a single flag difference. Okay. No one of the two guys is responding. I'll wait for a minute. If it remains that way, we'll just move to another match. Okay. Roderick is here.
Oh yeah, the Parsec thing, that's fine.
Yeah, usual stuff.
We should be good for now, Piper, but that's good to know.
And you have an opponent anyways, just
yeah.
Need to wait a bit. We'll have two duels, Sinister Roderick, Apostle Maestro, and then you will be fighting Piper. And if you want to check like the latest schedule possible, you can just go into the stats table. I'm always updating it as we go.
Looks like, wait, your turn.
Okay, one of the guys is in. No, I think it's Sinister. Or is it you, Roderick? Yeah, that was Sinister. Now Roderick is connecting.
Yeah.
Both guys
His
are
name's
in.
Patchin. There you go.
Yeah. Okay.
Luck doesn't have it. He'll get one. He'll get one for sure.
Names is set. Yeah, sure, Piper.
Oh, yeah, Piper wants to play. Excellent, yeah.
Well, let's go.
You don't want this, pal. That's what Luck says.
Sinister, you take left side. Yeah, tell me if you need a keyboard. Oh, I'll just give it to you just in case.
Well, I respect that, Piper, because I think Luck's style is among the best to take out an Alexander player, so...
Okay, Sinister is here.
Oh yeah, Simpecola says we gotta practice more. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm definitely up for that, Pecola.
It would be really nice if you like make a video out of you fighting with Stanowski, like some guideline for people to see what this character is capable of, how fun he is to play, and maybe we'll see more Stanowski players then.
Yeah, we should get on that, Pecola, if you're hearing that. That's a really good idea.
Oh, here is another Stanowski, played by Sinister.
Nice.
And Roderick isn't going with Get, going with Sam. And that thrust landed just right, with the tip going right into the shoulder.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know this. From that low guard, you actually have two cuts. So he did the one there, but you can press X right after pressing A, and then you do a downward cut right after. So it's still kind of risky, of course, because you're exposing yourself throughout, but if you complete the combo, you have two threatening cuts that are guaranteed to kill if they both land, so...
Oh, was he trying to grapple?
Looks like it, yeah, that didn't look like a push to me, but... I think Tarnowski's grab range is sometimes, especially depending on the stance, it's not very good.
They were literally stepping on each other's feet, but why didn't it grab?
Yeah, his hand just didn't reach.
T-Rex.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that cross cut.
Sinister is trying that low guard cut a little bit too much.
Yeah. There's that two-handed one too, but I think it's kind of niche actually. It looks really cool, but I don't think it's actually super useful most of the time.
Yeah, and you're open. You're completely open when you're trying to time it.
And the thing is, Sam is not only faster, but he has a good guard, so I'd say his chances of blocking it are pretty high, even if he doesn't do anything.
Oh. Slice the neck for a double.
Yeah.
Oh,
and I've noticed people with Sam are using that cross cut a lot, too.
Wasn't it Tarnowski who betrayed Sam, or was it some other guy?
It was a different guy. It was Jakob.
Yeah, Jakob.
Who betrayed.
Jakob, right. Yeah, you're right. Another pun.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I thought he would grapple, but he decided to cut right across the chest. Oh.
Yeah, push. Ooh. Yeah, I actually think Sam tends to dominate this matchup for the reasons we're seeing here.
Switch names.
It's certainly doable. It's just, you know, when you've got a solid defense and you've got more speed, more reach, Tarnovsky is going to have a rough time unless you really know how to play him.
Yeah, true. Sinister gets back to his trusty Laszlo, and yeah, Roderick switches to his main as well.
Yeah, I like doing that sometimes, skirmishing with characters you're a bit less familiar with, and then to your mains afterwards. It's actually kind of fun.
And yeah, the first move that landed for Sinister was a thrust. But unfortunately for him, it's not enough to get through Geddy's head. But yeah, this upcut right into his chin is doing the job. Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, sometimes you can just move forward with Geddy and cross-cut.
Yeah, Flashball, you gotta be very mindful of your footsies. It's true for Gideon too. Gideon is actually really good at footsies himself, but I'd say Laszlo in some ways a bit more so, because his range is just a bit more than Gideon, so he wants to be just that little bit further away.
I think when Laszlo is moving, he's making slightly bigger steps. Maybe just,
yeah.
Maybe he's just a slightly taller guy, I'm not sure.
Yeah, well, he definitely moves faster. There's no, and more efficiently, I think, as far as forward and back, anyway. But Gideon has some good, like, lateral movement. I think that's really what his strength is, lateral and diagonal movement.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're lagging, guys, feel free to pause.
Can't forget about that lean, too. Gideon also has that going for him.
Oh.
Oak is cheering on Laszlo, of course, but it's not looking very good for the Chad. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he just needs to use that YX combo more. And retreat cut, obviously.
Yeah, you saw it when I was fighting Tekla. I mean, it is a bit slower than it used to be, but it still hits really hard. And you can hit openings with it actually pretty reliably.
And initial step forward is really good on forward Y.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy to mismanage the distance as on the receiving end. I mean, like, you think Laszlo is out of measure, but then he uses it forward Y, and no, he was in measure.
Yeah. Some decent neutral options too. I was gonna say the thrust is probably not a good idea, but he stunned him enough, so it worked.
Yeah, Sinister is making it work.
I'd be careful about relying on it too much. Yeah, you gotta go for some cuts too, as Sinister is doing, so that's good.
Yeah, that was a really nice looking one.
Yeah, just took that hand right off.
Bad time for a thrust. Definitely not when your opponent is cutting you. Switching names.
And speaking of hands too, that is, I think, something Gideon does a decent job of, is keeping his hand out of the way at the very least. If he attacks, it's exposed, but keeping it close to his body is actually kind of smart, considering the type of sword he's using, so.
Yeah.
It's a neat little detail.
Yeah, Sinister on the left now.
Yeah. It's a challenge Laszlo has in this matchup, I think, sometimes. Because Laszlo loves to aim right for the hand and take it right off. But with Gideon, you gotta be a bit more careful because your elbow can get hit.
Oh,
Nice.
that's a somewhat slower cut for Laszlo, but yeah, when you're using it as a response, it's fine.
Yeah, he defeated the attack. And... Ooh. Not gonna lie, I don't really like using that combo when I use Gideon, but I mean, when it hits, it kills you just the same.
Oh. I think Sinister was trying to initiate with some dash attack, but yeah, it put him too close to get his cuts.
Yep. Oh, there might be... Hopefully there's no lag.
Yeah, again,
Okay.
guys, if it's spiking, if it's lagging, just feel free to pause. Oh!
Cut. Another one. Nice.
Yeah, Roderick hesitated a bit after a wound. And then Sinister managed to sneak in the second attack. Oh!
Nice one.
Yeah, that could have been a really cool sidestep, but he got hit.
That's a cut I dread dealing with as Alexander main too. Aims right for the opening, so you always gotta be ready for it.
Yeah.
Beautiful looking cut too, especially when it takes the hand off.
Oh!
There it is. And it worked,
wow.
yeah.
It's literally like Piper enjoys jumping with Alex. It's the same for Sinister with just thrusts.
Yeah. But you know what? If you learn the rules first, you can break them as much as you want. Because you'll know when to break them. That's how it is, I think.
Yeah, true. Oh my god. Both are tired now. Ah, why Sinister is hesitating?
Okay, so that seems to be a strategy now, is maintain distance and poke where possible. And use that fast footwork so that, hopefully...
Oh, I saw Gideon's thrust is missing.
Hopefully Roderick can't hit him.
It looked like Laszlo was standing up and cut himself with his opponent's blade.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sinister's being a bit too rigid with his strategy, I think. It'll work for some flags, but you're using a saber, not a rapier, so you only have so many options to stab.
Oh.
I mean, he got it there, but... I feel like Roderick's gonna adapt. Wow, nice.
Yeah,
Roderick says I can stab too. And that specific thrust too, that doesn't land often. That almost landed again. Crazy. Oh.
Sinister should try Martha.
That reminds me, Yazuk has a thrust that's just like that too.
Yeah,
and it doesn't land enough, I don't think.
You received it in one of the recent updates, and it's actually better than for Gideon. Like, it's more accurate.
Definitely, yeah.
It's slightly
but
more
there's sometimes,
I think.
Yeah. There's sometimes though where I look at it and it's like, that should have hit, you know, but sometimes when it does hit though, it's just devastating, so.
The trick is, you need to move to Yazuk's left. Because you're hitting with Fold's Edge when he twirls the saber. So actually, it's a better idea to go around the Garus to move to his left.
I see.
And then it lands more often.
Oh, there it is. That's a good counter to the thrust. Classic.
And Roderick takes it in the end. GG, guys.
That was kind of a close one, though. Sinister with his stabbing, and he was making it work well, but... I think the strategy's just a bit too rigid. That's what it came down to.
Yeah, I agree with you totally. Like, it's a good idea to use this as your, like, signature move, but then you need to mix it up with something else to make
Yeah.
your opponent think you're not gonna use it, and then you use it.
Yeah, a simple trick you can do is long guard, but then especially with Lasbow, you can suddenly step in and cut. You break long guard and do a cut or something, or retreat cut, if you're a bit too close, that type of thing. There is snap cuts as well, which can come in really fast against Gideon.
Yeah, and they're good for interrupting when Gideon is throwing something slightly slower and his cross guard cuts. Okay, now it's the time for Apostle and Maestro. Let's see if they are ready to fight. Yeah, Maestro is ready. Already connecting.
If you completely turn into a rapier, Gideon will deal with you as a rapier. Yeah, well said, Oak. Yeah.
True.
A rapier with one trick, too. Maybe two if you do the fancy angle, but...
Okay, Apostle is writing something, so he's ready. I assume so, at least.
It's sort of like in chess, where at a beginner level you'll see some people bring some pieces out, but then like one whole side of the board you'll see pieces just sitting there in the back rank not doing anything. It's a similar thing, you're just not using all your tools, but obviously the tools you are using are effective. It's just bring everything else in and you're good to go.
It looks like Apostle is having some technical issues. Yeah.
Can't use Parsec.
Okay.
Oh,
so,
is it the authenticate, or are you just not able to get in? Can
well,
play later, okay.
he didn't specify, but yeah, let's postpone it.
Okay.
For like, we can have Piper and Black fighting, and then we can do Apostle and Maestro.
My god, the sweat, Roderick says.
Okay, thanks, Maestro.
Yeah, I mean, those stabs aren't trivial. As much as we might say, you know, use them a bit less, they're not trivial either.
Piper is connecting already. I'll poke luck for now.
Okay. So this one might be just complete pandemonium.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, setting names.
Because I think I know what Piper's going to be looking to do. I'm not going to spoil it.
Well,
but
I
it's
think I
going to
know
be
as
crazy.
well. But he's doing this all the time, so it's nothing new.
Yeah, that's all I'll say.
Okay, name's the set. Let's go. Piper, you take the left side. Luck on the right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
none
no
of this is
surprise with
surprising.
the picks.
Probably gonna vomit after this game with what Piper's about to do, but
Oh!
okay, it's
Actually-
all being parried.
Yeah, Luck is getting just the right distance to make
Yes.
the blocks work.
Yeah, 'cause more
It's all
time to
about-
defend. Oh,
Oh,
nice
wow.
combo. Oh, Roderick noticed he lost concentration by the second half of the second match, and it was more complicated to land hits. I see. Have you had those moments where you're in a fight and
Oh.
you just sort of
Oh. Did you see that, Cebu?
lose focus?
Luck is trying to go low, and then Alex just goes, boom, I'm punching you in the face.
Yeah. Yeah, that was crazy. Oh, mixing it up with the 1-2 combo there. That is something Alex is
Oh.
still good at. He can't do crazy cancel shenanigans anymore, but he can still combo into all sorts of different cuts. It's actually one of his traits too, if you look at the character screen. Many of the powerful cutters, so to speak, have that trait.
Yeah, he's
Nice corkscrew.
trying to get those jumps so hard. But
Yeah.
he needs to mix them. It's literally the same as with that thrust for Sinister.
Yeah. You're bringing your queen out too early, Piper, to use a chess analogy.
Oh, yeah, again, he tried to jump. Destin probably wanted to jump after, but right into the corkscrew.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Yes, you're on autopilot and suddenly you're conscious and fail. Yeah, I've had that happen before, actually.
Oh.
Where you just lose focus for whatever reason. I thought that was going to get through, to be honest, but...
That was a bloody ending. Oh,
Okay, he got the...
Yeah, that's a glitch,
I've
but
seen
Luck
that before,
got it.
but yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Luck is really good at doing those ballsy forward movements, like just throws, doesn't throw anything, just moves and gets you.
Yeah. Yeah, so now Luck has an initiative on his side, I would say, but yeah, the corkscrew whiffed. Yeah, YouTube's catching up with us. Roderick just saw that crazy grab. Oh, the punch, nice. He was trying to grab, yeah.
Oh, but
it might have been the bug.
Lagging. One moment.
Yeah.
Probably he's lagging. I'll check his ping. No, actually his ping is good. Okay, I'll unpause now, guys. Please signal with long guard. Oh, wow!
Whoa.
Wow!
That was a flash step there from Luck.
Yeah.
Like...
Lightning speed. Oh.
And there's the jump. I've seen that in Venator's tournament too. People just zooming all over the place when you pause.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I wonder if that's the explosion thing Kubel was talking about.
It's an additional bug. He wrote about it in his recent patch notes. Like, characters still continue to move even though you pause the game.
Okay.
Okay, that was really fun to watch. Luck gets the first one. Switch names. Yeah, I always forget that I can actually sit on my couch while I'm not playing. Slightly more away from my TV, but it's more comfortable that way. Oh. Yeah, Piper just moves forward and literally punches the saber into Luck's face. Yeah. Corkscrew into the face as a revenge move. Yeah, it will be another close one, I think.
Yeah.
Oh,
he parried with the cut. Crazy.
Wow, yeah. I was expecting the sidestep big swing to land.
I think if he did a static parry, it would have gone through. So.
Yeah, usually it lands from such an angle.
Yeah, I guess the forward momentum was enough. Oh, nice dodge.
Parries all around.
Luck keeping a solid amount of distance between them though, so he couldn't exploit that dodge. So really good play from both fencers. He was long guarding, but yeah.
Maybe he was trying to yeah, he's still lagging. He's over 2000 ping at the moment, and it's even frozen. It's not updating anymore.
Ooh.
Yeah, let's wait a bit.
It's not good.
Oh, I think it's blading, yeah. Let's check if it's okay now. Yeah, all good. Oh, nice thrust. Oh, yeah. You see, Piper got that 11 damage through the block now with jump attack.
Oh.
Yeah, and now when he's that close, yeah, it may go right through or get 11 damage as well.
Okay, nice luck. Getting the stab and then belly lunge. Oh, that is a really good initiating move, and he kept the momentum going with that upcut.
Oh,
It's the thing you
nice
can...
step.
Nice, yeah. It's the thing, though, you can parry some of these cuts, but then another one is coming in, and just... If the momentum is on your side, the initiative, you can just keep going sometimes.
Ah, yeah.
Nice head bomb. Oh. Oh, too far away, but that cancel there allows luck to get a hit. That corkscrew actually missed, so he needed that. Corkscrew missed, but the thrust afterwards gets through. Oh, he's tired. He can still dash, but he's tired. As any character can. I think. Oh, there's another. Oh my goodness! In the corkscrew.
Wow. So many dangerous situations that could have gone either way.
Yeah, this is gonna be a
again
game full.
Parry.
Okay, Luck still got it. Yeah, Piper can't get complacent here.
He was trying to grab.
Okay.
But didn't make it in time. 1-1.
Yeah.
Switching names.
He jumps too much. No wonder he got tired. Yeah, exactly. I think it actually does take a lot of stamina. It's just you never throw the jump so much that you notice it. Because it's like either you kill your opponent or you die most of the time. Or you realize it's not working and you stop.
Luck decided to go Bara.
Yeah. That's I think a pretty good pick. Maybe he wasn't happy with how the corkscrew's been doing, so he wants to go for these upcuts. I didn't really see what happened there, but it looked like Piper did a jump and then at some point killed Luck.
That parry was really surprising, like literally Luck was throwing an upcut at point blank range and somehow Alex managed to like put that saber near his belly and stop the upcut.
Yeah. Yeah, the jump attack there definitely needs some looking at here. Luck might have actually been better off if Jan come to think of it, because Jan can engage from longer range. But
yeah,
we'll see.
That was an issue for me too when I was playing against this Piper's tactics.
Yeah.
My result was Barabash were the worst out of all the characters.
Okay, Luck has found something though, besides that. Because when you're jumping in the air, you can't adjust, so hopefully then you can just kill Alexander before anything can happen.
His sidesteps are his saving grace, but again, his auto guard is really weak against those jumps.
Yeah.
That's the issue.
Yeah, if you weren't aware, Luck, something happened with Alex's jump. I don't use it anyway, so who cares? But
nice.
Other people use it, and it's easier to land through guard now for some reason, so...
Yeah, Luck is doing great with controlling the space. Like, he waited for that whiff of jump attack, then hit stun. Oh,
wow.
That didn't go well for him now.
Yeah, that could have been anybody's, honestly. Yeah, the upcut is not as effective as it used to be just because of that jump. But yeah, that sidestep is always good.
Oh,
usually a good one too, but yeah.
It looked like Bara is slightly shifting to his right, but no, he didn't avoid it.
Yeah, his leg just got cut in half, I guess.
Oh, what?
Ooh. Yeah, Piper with a poor choice of cut there to follow it up, I think. The A cut is not very powerful.
Oh, oh.
Nice. 11
Lingering
damage.
after belly lunge.
Yeah. And the snap cut didn't quite kill, it probably hit the shoulder or something. Ooh. Okay, that angle looks like a really good one that he picked there. Yeah, so maybe abandon the B cut altogether and go for these X cut angles, because he's able to hit the head that way.
Yeah,
yeah, there goes the
probably
hand.
it's better to get back to Jan for this matchup. Switching names. So Piper is leading 2-1 now. Swap sides, please, guys. Okay, what is the choice?
Yazuk, okay. Interesting pick. I know Luck knows how to use him very well. He knows all the good meta moves. The jump works on him too, by the way. I don't know how, but it does, so.
I don't think it's actually good versus Alex. Like, Yazuk is jumping right into his guard, no?
Pretty much, yeah. Oh. That was a nice dodge, but to capitalize and it's a double. I think the rush is only good if Luck can get to the side and then do it. Okay, he blocked it there. That's good. Yeah, obviously the jump needing a nerf. I won't miss it if it is nerfed. But this is quite an exchange all the same. And now Piper's tired, but oh! That was Luck to lose there. Parried it. What the? Okay, both finishes were too close there, but Yazuk's superior recovery and speed was able to win out. Wow, they're just... It's a brawl right now. That thrust is not a good move, Piper. Stop using it. Big cut. Oh, there was actually a delayed riposte, but Piper was doing a cut, so that was actually a good idea. And that's why it landed. Very skillful Yazuk play, and thankfully he's able to hit the head there, so... You actually can trade pretty favorably with Yazuk if you can aim for the head. Okay, Yazuk was a very good pick, it looks like. Oh, hit to the head. Yeah, it kind of goes both ways. If Alexander can hit the head, then it's also trouble for Yazuk.
Ah, you got a call, but now I'm back.
Yeah, I figured. It's all good.
So
pretty
far,
even
Luck
now,
is doing
actually. Piper
decent.
coming back a bit. Yeah.
Oh.
In fact, this is a banger fight. Yeah, it is actually a banger fight.
Oh.
Oh, what?
Oh.
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 Oh. Nice
Yeah.
combo. Yeah.
Usually when Yazuk lands one, the follow-ups will land as well. They're so quick.
Yeah. Well, that's how you know Luck's experienced with them too. Nice thrust, by the way. Because he kept going with that three-piece combo. I think a lot of people would have stopped it, too.
Yeah, that's luck for it. Ah, no.
Oh.
That wasn't
That
a
thrust
good
is
idea to
iffy.
use it. Yeah, you need to move more to the left to land it.
Yeah. If I were Luck, I'd just be focusing on getting these snap cuts to the head, because it doesn't matter that Yazuk hits less hard. If you're getting these cuts on the head, you're fine. It doesn't much matter.
Yeah, and there is also a thing about this Rust, like if it hits the body, it won't kill.
Oh, yeah.
And the recovery is somewhat longer than his basic cut, so you may not follow up immediately. And then if it's a double hit, you can trade badly. So you need to exercise caution when using this Rust. Okay, one moment, guys. I'm switching names.
Yeah, I agree with you, Roderick. This state of Yazuk is powerful, but he's very fair to play, and I think he's much more fun to play too. So it's kind of the best of all worlds. Even if you're a Yazuk fan and you want him to be really powerful and all the rest of it, you're probably very happy with many of the changes that have been made.
Yeah, I think Yazuk is in a really good spot right now, both with the variety of moves and balance-wise.
And I think his guard is more reasonable too. It's still good, but it's like Samuel levels of good now. It's not absurd.
And that damage nerf that he received like forces you to play actively with him. You can't just put all the chips on a single big attack. You need to land them combos. You need to follow up with something.
Yeah. Nice moves from both. Wow, that's
what a start.
There it is, snap cut to the head. Actually, headshots are very effective here. Alex can block the head well, but because you're so quick with Yazuk, and because he picks some nice angles, he can still reach over, and he can still beat Alex to the touch, so to speak.
Like, almost managed to sidestep, but that 11 damage didn't stop him at all.
Yeah. Very high prep.
Nice, nice. Such a cool avoidance.
Yeah, it was so close too. Luck manages to punish with a double. Nice feinting. Jump attack gets through a little bit, but Luck does the right thing. He backs away.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Yeah, he went on and got through. That's luck for you, not retreating.
Ooh, there's the feint. Piper with some swag. I don't know if now is really the time for that, but...
Oh, wow.
Honestly, Piper can make it work, so I won't tell him not to do it.
Nice push.
Ooh. It froze for me, but I see what happened. He did a retreat cut after that engagement. That was well done.
Yeah, Luck didn't manage to land his attack. It was blocked.
Oh. That initial cut was good, but it was only a partial hit, and then Luck is able to come right back.
Oh, he probably wanted to grapple.
Yeah, that's right, Roderick. Some of Yazuk's attacks are a bit slower.
Oh!
Oh my goodness, it's 2-2.
Isn't it 3-2? Or is it 2-2?
I think it's 2-2.
Let's ask the guys.
3-2?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good fight either way. Yeah, 3-2.
Yeah,
it was down to the wire. Yeah. My bad, yeah. But great game, guys. Great game.
Yeah, GG, definitely. Especially the last one was very fun to watch.
Yeah. Sorry for spam. Yeah, I don't know why it's so P-Luck. It's something to do with ragdolls or something, but yeah, it'll be nerfed. It's just how it is.
And probably Kubel tweaked something with physics in one of the recent updates. And that just affected it. Okay, great. Apostle is ready. So we are going Apostle versus Maestro now.
It's done, but wanted to show it off once. Yeah, fair enough. Honestly, it gives Kubold some video evidence, against a resisting opponent, so,
Mm-hmm.
look at it like that. And honestly, if it's in the game, you can use it. That's the way I see it. So, I mean, yeah, luck does it the same thing. Most people do the same thing, whether they admit it or not. So there's nothing wrong with it. Yeah.
And like Piper was doing this even before it was like that, so
Yes, exactly. He's playing the way he's always played. So you can't really fault him. It's like I'm playing the same way I always play, you know. So
yeah.
don't we all? Exactly, Roderick. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, both fighters are in. I'll set the names quickly.
Yes, you did dodge a bullet design flaw. Be back for your revenge.
Here you go, guys. Vera by Maestro.
Nice nimble cuts from a hostile, then a hit to the hand. Bypassing the auto guard nicely. Oh, beautiful. Maestro was in the middle of something there. Yeah, Yazuk just looks so much better than he used to.
Yeah, so I'm actually somewhat surprised, to be honest, with how Kubult is adjusting the balance in the end. Like, the guy, even though he has some development background, but I don't think he was actually doing game design and especially balance for fighting games, you know? And just from the get-go, like, most of the characters are pretty good, and when there are some issues, he's fixing them, he's adjusting the characters, and getting the balance just about right.
Yep.
That's some amazing feat.
Yeah. And like we've been talking about yesterday, just with the rapiers, the easy fix there is just the better binding mechanics, right? And then with the rapiers, you can introduce all the subtle stuff they can do, hopefully.
Well, yeah, initially game was just centered on sabers, so he got sabers just right, and like longswords as well.
Yep.
But just with rapiers, you can do some specific stuff that just isn't fully implemented, I'd say, into the Hellish Quart.
Yeah, and I won't claim to have the answers there. I don't do rapier in real life. I just know it's complex and all the rest of it, so it's definitely much more than just double lunge.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah.
I just hope he finishes that Yazik's side story and then gets to fix those stuff. And maybe add some new mechanic, like, for example, that new character, She-Wolf, with a shield. That's a new mechanic.
Yeah, well, that should be a stress test for that, I would think, the binding, because it's essentially the same thing.
Yeah, yeah.
I would think, so.
Maybe it will just use somewhat similar controls, like you need to somehow control the shield with long guard.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how, but we'll see.
Yeah, that seems to be the intention.
So maybe that will be a rework of how long that works for all the characters. Well, we'll see.
And something tells me Yendrick will, because the shield will be destructible too, so Yendrick will probably first do the most damage to it. So I suspect she will not have the best time against him.
One thing I want to say about Yendrick, like why he's even like that is an sort of legacy of the old, well, not design or old build. I don't think how to describe it properly here, but one moment, I'll swap the names, then I'll continue. So Apostle got the first one. Swapping names. Yep, you can go on, guys. So you need to block differently. You need to parry differently when you're fighting against an axe, obviously, because it's not a straight line that is coming at you. Axe head is extending from that line, so you need to block further away from your body. And probably, well, highly likely, auto guard is not accounting for that. Characters are blocking, just expecting a straight blade coming at them or a saber. So that's why this axe is just going right through almost all the auto guards. Well, in real fencing, people would adjust to it. They will try to adjust their block to stop that axe because they see what they're facing.
Yeah, though at the same time, it obviously has more ability to break through too. So there's a bit of that. But
I recently even saw like a short training guide video for Buhurts, where one really experienced guy was teaching newbies about how to use halberd optimized for Buhurts, and he was like pointing almost exactly the same thing. Like when you are defending, when you are taking defense against another guy with a halberd, do it further away from your body because that head will hit you if you get it too close. He was like pointing it out, so they know.
Yeah. And you need good structure, and oftentimes I would say just disengage or deflect. Don't, just static block, which is what auto guard often does against it.
Yeah, he was showing
you can avoid it.
Like some two pieces, like you block and then you go into offensive of your own, rotating your own halberd. But to stop the initial attack, you need to block properly.
Yeah, definitely. And a halberd's a totally different thing from an axe too, so even more difficult.
Yeah. Well, so fight, very intense and close fight.
Maestro a bit ahead. Possible making Marta work by. We haven't even mentioned Marta a whole lot here, but gotta give credit for that.
Yeah, so most of the time Apostle is rotating the characters that he's playing, and I think it's my first time seeing him using Marta on USFC.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. And so far he does a pretty good job with her.
Yeah. I think Marta can still kind of counter a Zera player, especially a Zera player who's overzealous with rushing in, so...
Yeah. I think Mara has it the hardest against quickly moving characters, because they can just overwhelm her. Approach too fast and then she can't do anything, but if she can keep the distance and then she can set up those thrusts, sidestep attacks, aim for blade beats maybe.
Yeah, like yesterday when I was playing Zera, that's just because I'm bad with Zera, of course, but I just didn't know what to do against Marta. I think there was a point where I was just auto-guarding instead of long-guarding, because I was like, I don't like my blade getting beaten. And it was blocking thrusts better, too. At least in the fight it was.
Oh, windmill. Subu, so I really wanted to ask you, why were you throwing one Holy God, Holy Stance attack after another when you got Jara for the second time?
Because I wasn't sure what was going to land against Alex, and I just saw that was working, so...
I see.
I was just looking to get some flags and whatnot.
Okay,
in hindsight, I should have remembered Long Guard Y is also a thing, but,
Yeah. Like, Holy Stance is a pretty complex input, and you don't know Jara, so I wasn't expecting you to throw them.
Yeah, it's funny, because initially, like, the first fight, I forgot Holy Stance existed, too. So...
Yeah, I see.
What's the score?
It's 1-1.
1-1, yeah.
Apostle got the first one with Yazik, and Meister took the second one.
Yeah, Apostle going back to Saber. He's played outs before.
Yep.
Nice trades.
Now Piper may troll us and write something like, "Come on, jump more."
Oh. Yeah. Thankfully, it still carries risk though. Despite its crush through power, it's not a win button.
Yeah,
thankfully.
definitely. The problem for Jera, like Jera's auto guard is one of the weakest against this jump because he's swaying due to his drunkenness. So one step to the side and you're open for the full damage, not just 11.
Yeah. Yeah, they're both kind of vulnerable to each other, I think, and that's why this matchup is very fun.
Oh.
Nice exchange. Wow, with the low guard he parried.
I think it was Rust actually, just the animation looked strange.
Might very well be. Wow, beautiful.
Yeah, sidestep combo.
I always liken Zera to a bear. He is kind of slow compared to some of the faster characters, but in those short bursts, he can still really surprise you.
Oh yeah, that's really a fun side of the character. Like, he's not easy to get into because if you don't know what you're doing, you'll be opening yourself up a lot. But if you get some of those combos, if you know the transitions, then you can like do some combo and then do some other without delay, without big recovery, then you can pull off stuff like this.
Definitely. Nice upcut. Yeah, Maestro knows how to fight this matchup for sure.
Yep. Maestro knows how to Zera.
Those are some crisp upcuts coming from Apostle too. You don't see that from Alex very often.
Oh, just a tap to the head.
Yeah. Isabella's the worst defender of that though, man. Those one-handed swings.
Yeah, true.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Nice. It looks like it did partial damage though.
Yeah, it was a crush through. So close.
Good try with the upcut.
Let's see who is gonna take it. Ah!
Oh, out of measure, yeah.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
He started it out of measure, but he got into Alex's measure as he was transitioning into the second attack.
Yeah.
One moment, guys. I'll switch the names. Anna.
Yeah, I love that video about measure that Venator posted. And at one point that HEMA guy was talking about how when you move in a circle, you can get closer to your opponent surprisingly quickly. And it happens in this game too, especially with characters like Alex or Gideon.
Where can I find this video? I don't think I've seen it.
Somewhere on the Discord. I'll post it after we're done.
Okay.
With all this, I think.
Is it like in fencing and martial arts or some other channel?
It's either in fencing and martial arts or just general.
Ah, okay.
But
Oh.
Nice. So the timing's completely different here with Tarnovsky, and that's something Maestro's gonna have to be wary of.
Yep. And some of his combos are pretty tricky. Like the follow-up attack can come so fast.
And the cool thing is, Zera might not look like it because he's drunk, but they both practice Mire. So, just different weapon. Same system though. So it's interesting seeing them fight like this.
Yeah, Maestro just
1-2.
is trigger happy, always ready to dash forward.
Yeah. But one thing he is doing is he knows he's got the bigger weapon, so he's making really good use of it, I think.
Yeah, true. And Tana is very vulnerable when he switches to left leg forward, especially for thrusts.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, he can throw Hands of Zera all day long, but that reach advantage is really a problem oftentimes.
Yeah. Oh!
Oh, wow!
I thought he avoided that actually when he moved his hand up.
Yeah.
No.
He just moved it into the arc of the cut, though.
Yeah.
That was cool. Oh, a bit of a glitch there, but he still got a hit. Oh,
yeah,
nice.
that
That's the. I forget. I think it's called the circle where he does that. He does the cut and then completes it.
So it's like anti-circle because he started from
Anti-circle, yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. Yeah, the one from above where you do the 2 cuts and end with the low cut is the circle.
I see.
Yeah.
Oh, down to the last flag it goes.
Yeah, this is where it gets intense. Cut out of magic. That's a double. Yeah. As soon as I saw that cut coming down to the head, just.
Maestro wants to get that combo off again. No. He switched the legs and maybe he accidentally went for that forward X, which is really slow. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Still, it's only 2-1. We've got another game. Switch sides, please.
Yeah, the X cut tends to only work if you do it off of a parry from longer range. But even then, your opponent has a chance to react, so. It's a good tempo breaker, but often you've got to be ready to cancel it and do something else.
Is that it? I thought it's 2-1. Is it 3-1?
Thought it was 2-1.
Yeah. But they already writing like GG, close game.
Okay.
Let me check.
Something else. I love it. We've been so focused on the commentary, but not the
so
score.
Most of the time, Apostle is rotating. So he was playing Marta. Yeah, and I think Maestro won against Marta.
And he played Alexander.
So yeah, first one was won by Apostle with Yazek.
Right. Okay, that's the other character he played, right.
Second one was won by Maestro against Marta.
Mm-hmm. And I guess he won the Yazek, so not the Yazek, the Alexander one as well. In that case.
Yeah, I'm checking
unless I'm misremembering.
I'm checking it now. Yeah, so he won with Alex, and now he won with Tana, so yeah.
Excellent, okay.
So it's 3-1, yeah. Guys were right. Anyways, it was a very spectacular duel and a very intense final. Okay, so let's see who is fighting next then. One moment, I'll need to answer my call. I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, so it looks like Piper versus Taki was next, but I think Taki can't play, so Auto versus Wiggly is probably what we're doing next, from what I'm seeing, unless I'm looking at a outdated list. And the title fight, Tao versus Eve, should be up pretty soon as well.
I'm back, so I'll check if Odo is ready to play, because he was doing something at the beginning of the event, but he said he may come closer to its ending.
Okay.
And the Wiggly needs to fight him. Let's see if Odo is here. If he isn't here, we can just do a title fight. Maybe he will come right after.
Okay.
He said he needs to go somewhere, but he will be back in like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. And I'll check if he is here.
Okay, Ramblers, let's get rambling.
Confident that I will have some serious fun, because it's always a pleasure to fight Eve, Subu, Oken, and other guys who can beat you good.
Yeah, I agree for sure.
And you focus a lot, try to adjust to see what's not working, trying to use the moves that are working, adrenaline is going on high. Very fun fights to have.
Oh, Sinister wants a night event that is for North American players. I don't know, man. I've been getting tired lately at night, so I can't do that. But maybe Pekla can or something.
Well, we have a bunch of people in North America, so why not? Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see about setting up a time. I know we've done it before. Like there's a Christmas thing or something. But yeah, I won't say no to it. It's just I'll have to find a time where I'm not gonna just
maybe Maestro can
pass
organize
out.
one if he has time. He's
Yeah.
a cloud to host as well, so why not?
Yeah, we got options for sure.
Okay, great. So Auto is not here, but Eve is here. So we'll be doing a title fight then first.
Eve used the jump. Oh man.
Okay. Okay, I'm waiting for Eve to connect. He's in. Okay, I was fighting from the left side last time. I'll fight from right today.
Okay, interesting choice there. Most champions just fight from the left. But well, honestly, yeah, at this level, who cares, you know?
I was doing the same, but why not?
Yeah, yeah. And that's the thing with best of 5 too, is you end up on both sides anyway, so even if you're better on a certain side, it probably won't affect the outcome.
And well, it's a series of games anyway, so we'll be switching.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I set the names. And I trust you, Subu, to commentate this because I'll be mute.
Yeah, understandable. Make sure you touch tips as always. We're going for a Gideon fight here. Excellent, excellent. I expected that, actually. Always a joy to watch. Gideon just throwing hands. Hey, touch tips, guys. We got some bloodlusted Gideon players here. That's always amazing to see. Anyway, on the left, we have Eve from the UK, looking to take the title from Tau here. He is an amazing Gideon player, also plays Calc and some other characters. Very chill guy. And on the right, of course, we have Tau, who is known for playing longsword, but he also dabbles in saber, so he's looking to fight Eve in a saber duel. I wonder if it'll be a saber duel for this entire fight. Anyway, good luck to both of you. Fight dirty, fight clean, and let's get this fight underway. Alex versus Gideon next, that would be cool too. Actually, I think Eve can play a bit of Alex. I don't know if he wants to. That's kind of the thing with Alex, is there's been people who've dabbled in, that dabbled with him a bit, but he doesn't have very many players. And obviously we start off with the obligatory double with the Gideon mirror. And then Tau takes the first flag. a beautiful sequence. And there's that lunge. It's lethal even in this matchup. It's lethal in a lot of matchups because it sneaks under the guard. And that exposed arm, if it takes a hit, regardless of HP, it's dangerous. And there's a nice double from Tau. Probably very thankful he got that one. Because he took a hit and then just sort of threw a cut out there in a panic, I imagine. So there was a weird looking stance from Eve there. It was a strange looking high guard stance. I don't think it impacted anything though. That might have been the blade away stance. I don't know what it looks like for Gideon. There's that chop from long guard. It's deceptive because you think you can beat long guard when Gideon uses it, but then he does this cut to parry it. And when you do it perfectly, it's really cool to watch. Calc has something like that as well, with left foot forward long guard. And it's a good way to counter thrust too, especially if your opponent overextends. And Tau is just dominating this fight right now. Eve is struggling to make much of anything happen. But his footsies have been pretty solid. Tau has just been, I think, controlling the fight better. That said, Eve getting a nice hit there. And there's a double. Lunge attempt trying to snipe the arm, but the upcut instead tags Eve's arm in turn. And Eve is on the back foot. That chop forces a double, though, as Tau is trying to finish it. Eve was obviously looking for a more clean hit, but Tau is maintaining this lead with these doubles. At least they're keeping Eve in the game, but there's the thrust into retreat. X cut, and the sword just slides on the ground. Like it's on ice or something. And that was just flawless there for Tau if you don't consider the doubles. It's not that Eve wasn't putting up a fight, but he was not able to win any flags, so Eve is likely going to change things up here. Yes, so Tau is going with Isabella. He changed as well, and it's always cool when fighters do that. They change characters. But Tau still getting a hit right in the opening of the fight, as Eve was just a bit out of measure. Oh, someone pinging in matchmaking chat. Fortunately, we're busy with USFC, so you might find some opponents, though. There might be some people who are not watching anymore. Whoever that was. Anyway, back to the fight. Eve managing to score his first flag of the fight. But Tau remains a cut ahead. Quite literally. Nice stab. That stab can come out of nowhere, actually, that specific one, because Calc can do that from neutral guard. He doesn't need to long guard to stab you. It's a bit slow, but when you do it perfectly and you space it just right, it can catch even Isabella's guard off guard. High guard, nice parry from Eve, but I think his stamina is starting to suffer from this exchange, and that snap cut landing is definitely not good either, but that said, very good exchange from both fighters. And Eve trying to split a thrust in a sensible move, but it just doesn't land. Managing both Gideon and Izzy is something unusual. Managing well, yeah, it definitely is. It used to be like one or the other, especially back in the old days. Like Ilxus and Kexoid would use Gideon. Obviously, Kexoid can use any saber, but Gideon is one of the characters he was known for. And he never really deviated from that, and I think Eve might have been the first, or at least one of the first, to sort of deviate like that. Because often Gideon mains are just so loyal to their character, and obviously Tau has done that as well. He switched from longsword to saber and dabbled with Gideon and some others. Maybe not a main as such for Tau anyway, but definitely a character he's really good with. Certainly not primary main. And this fight has been much more even this round. Eve calc his hardest? Yeah, it depends on the day for me personally, but I think that's because the main I use is kind of 50-50 against calc. They're both very vulnerable to each other. And there's the linger from the high guard that's very good for Tau, even though it didn't kill. All that said, it doesn't much matter if you get stabbed in the face. So Eve evening it out. And there's the nice snap cut from long guard actually. Tau might have been expecting a thrust rather than a snap cut from that rush, because most often when Calc rushes you down, it's going to be a stab. There's a cut from Eve, but Tau replies with a good cut of his own, and it's literally down to the last flag now this round. Anybody's round at this point. But if Tau wins this one, it'll set Eve back a lot, because that'll mean it'll be 2-0. Despite this close fight, so Eve really needs to win this one, I think. Nice defense from Tau, some active parries, and he gets it. That was very dangerous with that thrust. That thrust almost slipped right in, and if it did, it probably would have killed Tau. So I think Eve was doing the right thing there. Tau was just really solid with his active defense, and he presented a nice threat, which in the end allowed him to take Eve out again. Long time to be proficient with. Yeah, Gideon's tough to use. It's kind of like... Tarnovsky's really similar right now, I think. Definitely have to put some work in. It's not that Gideon's weak, per se, but you gotta know him to play him well. Yeah, it was very close, but... That said, Tau has switched again. He's going with Zera this time, so maybe this will be Eve's chance to take a win here. I was kind of surprised he went back to Gideon, but that is a pleasant surprise. Yeah, Piper really wants to see Alex pulled out at some point, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Especially with Eve being in the position he's in, if Tau wins one more, it's just gonna be over. Tau is tired, but Eve is limping, so he can't really capitalize on that. And that actually adds a lot of tension there. They've both been hit again. This is bad for Tau's stamina. Eve needing to capitalize, but he can't because he's limping. And so he stands there patiently, but ends up getting stabbed as a result. It's not that standing there patiently is a bad move. Oftentimes that's what you need to do because you can't really move forward much, but it's challenging when a thrust can come out of nowhere, as can a cut. And Gideon's defense isn't the best to begin with, though I say that. There's quite an impressive exchange by both fencers there. And a nice snipe from Eve. Tau is tired, and that's a perfect time to unleash that thrust, which Eve was trying to do earlier, but he just couldn't quite get close enough. Tau really testing Eve's defense here. Eve maintaining distance. He's got to close in at some point. You don't want to be far away for too long, because that presents more opportunities, but at the same time, if you can provoke your opponent to overextend, that might give you a chance to punish, and that's what Eve just did there. 3-3, very close fight. So the tension's can definitely be felt right now, but Tau is ahead again. Oh, you did, I guess, miss my fight, Piper. I ended up winning. We started off with a Tarnovsky mirror, then we did a Laszlo mirror, actually, because that's a really fun mirror that we enjoy. And then, I used Alex, and, brought it home. He used Zera, and I ended up... he obviously won the Tarnovsky mirror, but I won the other 3 fights, so... Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And we agreed to make a video or a guide or something about how to play Tarnovsky, since we seem to be 2 of the better players with him. So, I think Pekla is the best, though, by far. Just because I've been away for 2 weeks, if I were to practice more, maybe... I mean, our fight was pretty even, but I think Pekla's craziness allows him to do more things with him. Am I on a streak? I believe I am, yes. I was just on a hiatus. That flank was really intense, yeah. This whole round is really intense, because Tau just needs one more. Eve cannot afford to lose another flag. And it's literally 2-0 in favor of Tau, so Eve needs to make the comeback to win. There's no other option, and while Tau is spending a lot of stamina throwing these cuts, he is presenting threats each time, and Eve just couldn't close in time. And Tau is able to take it. 3-0, actually. But that was a close flag.
Especially that Calc was really, really dangerous in the end. Those last flags were very intense. And even with Gary, Eve is really good at this matchup against Jara too. Like, he's keeping the distance. I think if he just tries to do more what Carl is doing with Gary as well, like more sidewalking around Jara, and he would be even in a better position in this matchup too. Still, very good games.
Yeah. The score doesn't reflect how close those last 2 rounds were. It really was an intense match overall.
Yeah, and with Calc, it was down to the last flag as well, and even I had to come back for a few flags in the end too, because Eve was like better in the middle of the duel, and even against Jara, it's just a 2-flag difference. So yeah.
Yeah, well done to both of you. There were some crazy exchanges there too. Especially with Gideon, I couldn't believe what Eve was doing there against the Zera. It was really cool to watch.
Yeah. I think Eve needs to play just a bit more of Gideon. Maybe he was playing some other games. That's why he was in need of some warm-up, I guess. That's why he didn't do as good as he was doing before with Gary. And still, like, Eve is literally the guy who showed the Gideon to me. So I'm thankful to him in this way too. Like, the pleasure of fighting with this character and in its mirrors too, because of how fast he is, both in movement and attacks. It's really fun.
Yeah, that's why Laszlo mirror is so fun too. It's pretty much the same reason, so...
Yeah.
I can totally see that.
I just like Gideon a bit more than Laszlo because of his cross-guard cutting. Like, more complexity with forward-moving attacks. Like, Laszlo has a bunch of cool combos, but they're all neutral combos. And unlike that, Gideon has more variety when moving forward. That's why I prefer him. Okay, so let's see if we can get an opponent for Wiggly. Photo is back. If he isn't, then, well, we can accept any volunteer to fight Piper. Or, I'm sorry, I mean Wiggly.
I mean, I'm certainly available, but I want to see if anyone else wants to first. Okay, Ramblers, let's get rambling.
Eve actually said something similar to what Roderick is writing right now. When I first played Gideon, like, it took some time for Eve to get used to Gideon mirrors too, so we could transition into fighting to like 50-50, one win, one loss. Initially I was winning because, while Eve had a great amount of experience with Gideon, almost no one else was playing Gideon, so he didn't have that much of an experience in mirrors. By the time Ilxus wasn't very active, so there were literally no other Gideon active players at the time. So it's good that Roderick is back now too and playing Gideon.
USFC stats are already updated. Yeah, we're...
No. They are not fully updated. Like, I'm updating whoever wins, whoever loses as we go, but I'm not finished with updating streaks yet. Like, for example, so you got a 3-win streak after today's victory, so we'll be fighting in a week for the champions title.
Nice, nice. You saw us right there when Piper asked. All right.
Yeah. Okay, so let's ping and ask people if someone wants to fight Wiggly.
Oh wait, Design Flaw said he wanted to
Oh, is he ready to
participate,
fight?
right?
Yeah.
He's typing. He's available. All right, let's get him in then. Yeah.
Great, great. Okay, so let's do Wiggly versus Design.
Excellent. Oh yes, Design Flaw also mentioned in the YouTube chat. I wasn't looking at the time. Thank you for typing here as well. That as soon as I saw your name, I was like, oh yeah, Design Flaw wanted to play. So.
Yep.
It's great.
Accepted connections. Okay, both guys are in. And I'll set the names.
Alright, I'll be right back.
Names are set. It's really good to see Design Flow coming back. So, I hope you get a good fight out of these guys. Also, Design, please remind me if you need keyboard access. Yeah, I guess he needs keyboard. So, here you go. Controller. Oh, you have controller access? Okay, I'll try resetting controls, maybe it will help. Yeah, Design can move. Azatana. It's really refreshing to see more and more of them. Sorry guys. Alan pause. Yeah, that was a double hit. Hope nobody's in a bad position. Yeah.
Alright, I'm back.
So another Tana player.
Nice. Good to see people trying him out for sure. And Yazlik as well, that's always interesting.
Yeah, Wiggly was saying that he will show something new to us, so probably that's him playing Yazlik.
Yeah. Oof, low guard, very risky in this matchup. Because of exactly that, Yazlik can just snipe your arm.
Oh.
But we got a bit overzealous there trying to go for a grab. So that would have been cool if he landed it.
Actually, I think it wasn't a grapple, but he pressed attack button and instant he got a punch, which didn't land. Because he was preempted by that low guard card.
That was a good hit, but he just couldn't quite follow it up cleanly, so it's a double.
Yeah, it's great to see people trying different characters, and especially those newer ones.
I think Wiggly was just a bit too far away. That was a very good try, though. I was surprised he didn't win it all the same, though, because he did land, I think, 2 decent shots. There's a nice hit to the head, though.
Yeah, even though I was trying Yazek for some time, like his running attacks, but I'm still bad with his side steps. While he's definitely an interesting character. Also, I got into an interesting position, like I wasn't playing Yandrik for maybe 2 weeks, and it immediately showed up yesterday. I was trying him in some skirmishes occasionally, but just I understood that there is still a limit of characters you can keep like fresh enough inside your head, so to say. You can play different ones, but eventually, like I found that it's good for me to focus like on 2 at most, maybe 3 maximum.
Yeah.
But trying to be good with 4, nah, that's a good way for start to forget some stuff.
Yeah.
For the characters that you aren't playing at the moment.
I think if you're a saber player, it's easier to play certain other characters because the weapon's similar or the same, but it depends on the character too. There's some complicated ones. So, but I often say if you can master 1, you can master 4 of them, maybe even all of them, if you're really good. Kexoid's done that, so.
And especially if you aren't playing that much, or like maybe you took a break and coming back, like design, or just somewhat newer player as Wiggly, it's totally fine. And actually, it's a good approach to try different characters. Like you maybe approach some local skill limit for your main, and maybe you can even it can be frustrating when you can't immediately get better. Like I was a few times in such situations where I wasn't getting any better with Jera. That's why I actually went on to try Gideon and other characters to take a break from my main, maybe learn something new with the game, and then come back to the character. So it's a good idea to explore the game more.
Yeah, and I mean, I used to be an Isabella main, like way in the early days, right? But then one day for the Saber tourney, I was like, okay, I'll try Alexander. Not many people play him. And I remembered his guard was good. That was the only thing I knew. His footwork was annoying at first, but I kept working at it. And now he's my main. So sometimes you discover stuff like that, and you just stick with it.
Yeah, that exploration may lead to something great like that. Exactly. Like you find some characters that you have a lot of fun with, and you just stick with those characters.
Yeah, and while my Isabella is definitely pretty good, I think ever since I switched to Alex and just mastered him, I think that's when I got much better at the game compared to when I just mained Isabella.
Yeah, the fact that I switched to like studying Gideon, and then also I played some Samuel, and for a little shorter time, but still I played some Marta. So yeah, I got to understand those characters better and different matchups better. And then when I got back to my mains, it really helped me as well. Like I started finding more things with my mains that I was blind to previously because I was just so focused on like, oh, I can't get better, I can't win in certain matchups. Oh, it's so frustrating. I took a break from them, and then with like new, fresh start, I was able to find answers to the questions that I wasn't able to previously.
Yeah. It's like Alexander's footwork. I mean, I think you've commented before. I do the same back and forth thing with some other characters too because I play him so much now. And it's helped, actually, I think, overall. So you can apply some of those concepts to other characters, even if they seem very different at first.
Did Design win the first duel?
I believe Wiggly won.
So he won with Jacek, right?
With Jacek, yes, yes.
We were talking so much and I got slightly unfocused on the match at hand. Well, it's actually really close.
Yeah. Roderick was talking about that autopilot thing when you're playing. Well, it can happen when you're commentating too. You just
indeed.
blank out.
You focus on the moment at that thing you are talking about or doing right now, and nothing else exists.
Exactly, but some cuts from Wiggly using his reach. And it's really cool actually seeing these two specific characters fight, because they also use Mire, both of them. Just different weapons again.
Also, the speed of movement of both of those characters is pretty similar, so it's a really well-balanced fight, so to say.
Yeah.
They're both complex in their own way too. Like, it's not as simple as using Bara, using both Tana and Kalk.
Yeah, it's quite different.
Oh, design is really making that low guard starter block.
Yeah, then you transition, into the X cut to the head. And if you use it correctly, you've got something that's just as threatening as the high guard cut, actually. It just doesn't look like it at first.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to get stabbed on the first attack, though, yeah.
When you are moving forward with it, you're presenting the shoulder.
Yeah. And the trouble is the reach is different, too, so you might hit the tip of the Dusak. Meanwhile, Kalk has put his whole blade through you or something.
Yeah.
Again, the rush attack, though. It's still viable. It's not what it used to be, but a very good initiating move for someone who's not expecting it.
Yeah, and then you can also use dash into snap cut as a mix-up, like you got me good with it. I was long guarding, expecting his rush, and he dashed into snap cut and got me.
Yeah. Nice crisscross too, B into X cut. That's the one that's often bugged, but this time we didn't notice it, so that's good. Yep. It was really crisp.
Switching names. Swap sides, please.
I believe you can do that same cut from long guard too with Kalk, which is pretty cool. Isabella famously lost that ability to do cuts from long guard, at least cuts like that, but she used to be able to.
Yeah. Okay, Yazek again. And design is sticking to Tana.
Yeah, Yazek's probably a... it's tough to say, actually, but I think Yazek might be the better pick just because of the speed. All other things being equal, of course, not considering who's better with what and whatever.
Yeah. So maybe we'll have like 2 Yazek mains now? Or even 3?
Yeah, there's not... Wrath is one as well. He's very good with Yazek.
Yeah, and he's playing a pretty defensive one, but yeah, he's really good with it.
Yeah. Honestly, he deserves a champion title or 2 at this point. It's just, there was that one time where the only reason he lost was because I beat him. But,
and then he's literally playing from South America with such a latency.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
If there was a South American tourney, he'd just destroy everybody. Yeah.
And yeah, if you all gathered in some place with like LAN tourney, yeah, I'd definitely be sure that Ras is one of the contenders for the top spot with how good he is and with latency.
Imagine the exchanges you could get too with that. Both players just ready to defend, and my goodness. I mean, you get some good stuff on Parsec, but when you're there and there's no delay, you know, it's a different experience.
Yeah, obviously.
And Yazek's actually trading pretty well here, and it's like I was saying before, if he hits the head, and not the body like that, those snap cuts are still dangerous.
Just as you said that, Subu. He traded badly.
Yeah. Exactly, I cursed him. That's authentic USFC though, and now design flaw is coming back to not only is he winning these trades, but he's
Yeah, by now
making the comeback.
we have some interesting law behind the USFC, like that fight dirty trades and curses.
Yeah. And there's a hit to the head, though. Wiggly just needs one more, I believe, to just win this whole fight.
Oh, I think he tried
Nice
to
recovery.
push.
Yeah, and he did the B cut with Tarnovsky. That's something you don't see a lot with people who play him, but that is a very good move when you're in a bit of trouble. Just to bring that blade up and cut upward.
Oh, and again. He's using it again.
Yeah. It's cool when you do the one where he does the circle too and brings the hand up, but as we saw with Maestro, I believe it was, he was able to hit the hand that way.
Just another one, those big cuts are working really well for design. 3 times in a row.
Yeah, it's deceptively fast with Tarnovsky, actually. It's one of his quicker options.
So it's 2-1, I guess.
Yeah, it is.
Swap sides, please, guys. Okay, I'll do it. I hope everything is alright. Yeah, maybe just a misclick.
Oh, okay. We'll spike it. Yeah. Back to calc.
Yeah. Or maybe he's just...
Fair, I mean,
Maybe he's just not used to playing Yazek from the right side. I'm not sure.
That could also be, yeah.
Like he initially
I don't think Calc's a
went
bad
with
pick.
Yazek, then he went with Calc, then with Yazek again. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, signal with long guard if you're good to go. Okay. No.
Oh. Your voice... your voice was at super speed for a moment too, so it might have been something on your end actually, but it looks fine now for me.
Okay, that's good. Maybe
Yeah.
something is
I
happening
think it was just...
on the internet in between us.
Yeah, perhaps. Big cuts there. I like how he lunges forward too. It kind of makes up for the fact he's got a shorter weapon. But it is a telegraphed move by design because of that. So
Tana is my second favorite character for sounds. The first one being Gideon, with how he like
yeah.
And Tana is very vocal as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Wah!
I love it when he says, come on, when he gets hit. I know that's not exactly what he's saying, but it sounds like what he's saying, and I think that's what he's communicating, though, you know what I mean? Like, if you're to transliterate it, it's something like that,
He's
probably.
cursing, obviously.
So,
he's
it fits.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just one of those moments where he's speaking Polish, but I know exactly what he's saying.
Exactly.
Pretty much. Yeah, Yendrik's cool too with the stuff he does. Where he was like, "Yay!" after he.
Oh, he just plain laughs at you.
His laugh reminds me of the assistant that Russ had on that Fokos video, because the guy he was demonstrating on kept laughing whenever he was hooked or something, and it's a very similar laugh.
I see.
Anyone who's done martial arts will know that. There's some people who are just addicted to feeling pain. They're double jointed or whatever. They just love being put into chokeholds or what have you. When they're being, especially when they're doing demonstrations.
So, Oh, that was a nice thrust. I was just going to ask you, what do you think Tana can do here to beat Kalk? And he just used that thrust pretty neatly.
Yeah. I guess that's an option, actually. It's kind of difficult to get the timing right, but he can be a decent counter thruster in my experience.
Nice. Yeah, when you use that low gut card as a response, yeah, you are no longer opening yourself for some threat. You can use its speed.
Yeah.
Nice.
You're just cutting, and if you time it right, you can guard your head too. So.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh. Okay. I thought the first cut was gonna hit the arm. Maybe the basket stopped it, but that.
Subu, are you here?
Yeah.
Is it Discord?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, your voice was disappearing.
Are you not hearing me?
For a second or two?
It might be.
I can hear you now.
Yeah, Discord has issues like that sometimes. And Design Flaw might actually take this one too, so he's adapted well, and he's stuck with his character here, Tarnovsky, so... As Roderick said, it was a very good comeback. Oh, that short thrust messed him up. Unfortunately, it doesn't reach very far. The idea was solid, but the execution by the character, not so much. And that's just because of what he does. Oh, thrust cuts. He really wants to end. There's got to watch the stamina, but it ends up working. It could have ended very badly, though. Sometimes you gotta take that risk. But it would have sucked if he got tired and then grabbed or killed or something.
So, is that it?
That should be it, yeah. That was a wonderful series of fights overall.
That was a nice comeback by Design Flaw in the end, but yeah, Wiggly managed to adjust and get it.
Otto just woke up right when the fight ended.
Yeah, I saw. So, I guess we'll find someone to fight him too. Actually, Wiggly won, and he was fighting recently, so maybe Design Flaw wants to fight one more.
Yeah, because he's come back, so...
Yep.
He's typing, so it looks like he probably wants to, and then... One more? Excellent, yeah.
Great. Let's do it. Okay, I'm getting out on.
He did his cross and prayed in the combos, is what Wiggly said. That last flag there. And that's a really good example of the importance of having a killer instinct, I guess, when you play. Sometimes when you smell blood, you just gotta go pursue it. In that case, it was a bit risky, but sometimes that is the best option. As soon as you get a hit and your opponent's faltering and just focused on defense, sometimes you just gotta go in for the kill. And if you hesitate, that's where your opponent can suddenly get counterplay, so...
Okay, Odo is connecting, and I'll need to ask him about one more thing. Okay, I'm setting the names. Odo is a new player joining our events. Maybe it's his first one actually, I'm not sure, but I think that's it. So he's getting used to playing from the right side as well. Like I told him that it has different controls, so we'll see how it goes. Anyways, it's always a pleasure watching new players getting in, joining our community, getting better. Key names are set.
Definitely.
Both guys are in. Fuck. I pressed the wrong button. I hope YouTube...
It happens to the best of us.
Won't set the rating higher due to me swearing.
Yeah, some of the rules are just ridiculous from what I've seen that they've got. As far as monetization, it's not really relevant for us, but it can lead to age restrictions, apparently, if the bot just decides one day, you know, your video has too much adult content, so that's the main issue. But
well, as I wrote it in chat, for me, the more surprising thing was, like, they notify you about it, but they don't specifically state what was the exact violation, like what word or at least maybe at what timing did this happen. No, they aren't showing you.
And this is true regardless of how popular you are too, from what I'm seeing. So the difference is, if you are popular, of course, you can just complain on Twitter or something and they'll deal with it. But
yeah, actually, it's worse for like smaller YouTubers.
Yeah, because you can't get attention.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so Odo is actually playing Jan.
Ooh, nice bubble.
I'm not sure if he had previous PvP experience, even if it was local. Maybe he was just fighting. I guess I can ask him after they finish the fight.
Yeah, I'm actually curious about that. That upcut he did is kind of slow, but he did manage to force level, so that was good. It's not a bad angle to take, it's just you gotta watch your head when you do it. That's true of any character, though, to some extent.
I think
some fancy combos there.
When people come to PvP from fighting AI, like the two biggest differences are movement. People move in completely different way, and then the amount of attacks that can be launched at you, like combos.
Yeah,
that's different as well.
Yeah, and the attacks have a purpose, because like the AI obviously has the aggressive one where it will throw a lot of cuts, but they don't really have a purpose to them. They're just being thrown.
Yeah, just moving forward and attacking, and people usually try to set something up. Like first attack may be thrown out of measure, but the idea is for like you to do something, and then they respond with second intention attack.
Yeah, exactly. I think the most devious thing the AI does is it does the long guard thing, where you think you can beat the blade, but it can always react fast enough to break it and then try throwing a cut or something.
Well,
so
actually, if like you can imagine some perfect AI, it would be literally impossible to beat it with human reactions.
Well,
and
yeah.
everything. Like it will always counter guard break. It won't allow you to push it with movement. It can even like throw exactly appropriate attacks for active parries all the time, like if it's the best AI possible.
Yeah, definitely. That's true of any game, really.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I think they still didn't make an AI for shogi that managed to beat the best shogi players. Just like it's possible in chess, but shogi is much more complex. Just the amount of combinations that is possible there is just so much bigger. So yeah, I think I haven't heard that they made an AI to beat the best shogi players.
Yeah, that's totally possible. With the thing with chess is there's all sorts of bots that are better than the best grandmasters now. It was a big thing like decades ago that the best grandmaster was beaten, right? But it's only gotten better since. So
yeah.
And nowadays we're in a situation where grandmasters will study, well, and also international masters and whatever. They all study computer moves. They don't just study, you know, stuff that people play. They study computer moves and see what the computer likes. And so some of the meta, so to speak, in chess is now dictated by that.
But yeah,
and memorizing that.
That's the difference as well. Like computer may have some grand scheme that will like show itself on like 10 moves, 15 moves they have.
Yeah.
It can just
That's how they catch
deeper.
cheaters. Yeah. Because the computer doesn't care about a piece, like how valuable it is. It just cares about winning. So it'll do the most stupid looking moves. And oftentimes cheaters won't even know why they're playing them. They'll just play them, right?
Yeah, obviously.
And sometimes they'll decide, oh, I'll play my own moves, you know, so they can try and fool the algorithm, right?
Yeah.
But you can see the difference immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not that the algorithm's perfect. I'm sure there's people who are really smart. They know how to play the game, so they can get away with it. But, you know, they do catch a lot of people. So.
Oh. Let's get back to our match at hand. Only 2 flags
it's
needed
very close.
for both fighters.
Yeah, he's been doing a great job of Jan. Ooh, trying to fall a little bit ahead.
That was a nice attempt, but somehow it was a parry.
Again, the low guard. He loves the low guard, but in that case, he was maybe a bit too far. There, he lands it. But he's tired because he's put it hit him in doing so.
Got the hand in the end. GG. Okay, we are switching sides now, and I'm switching the names. Okay, I'll swap it. And I'll just write it in chat just in case. So design is fighting from the left, Order from the right. No, not Alex. I wonder what character will he pick. Okay.
Zera.
Pharaoh Zera player, yeah.
Interesting.
Now, let's see if he knows his strengths and weaknesses. Probably Zera mirror is the most fun mirror for me to play. Because of the complexity and... like... there are good moves, and then you need to be aware of his weaknesses and recoveries.
Yeah, it's interesting because a lot of Zera mains actually say they don't like the mirror, but it seems to be a subjective thing, as with any character.
I really enjoy that side of Zera that has complexity. Like with stances, with recoveries, you need to be aware of. Like, you can't really rely on like 2 to 3 best moves to win. You need to utilize more of them if you want to be really good with Zera. And when you are going into a mirror, it easily becomes like, do you have that deeper knowledge? Can you use those small moves instead of just 2-3 effective ones? That's why it's fun for me.
Nice retreat cut.
He was trying back Y, but missed.
Yeah, and there's a really good tactic against Zera there. The design flaw figured out is going to the side and doing a cut.
Yeah.
That lunging move
Zera is always good.
Yeah, that lunging move reaches so far too. It can be a bit risky, but That was a cool thrust.
Yeah, it's not really good, but when it lands...
Yeah.
Actually, it's a good idea to challenge it, but if you try to retreat from it, yeah, it will end exactly like that. It will chase you.
And you feel kind of stupid when it does hit you, because it's this drunken step forward into the stab.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's why we love seeing it land.
Yep. Oh, big swing. Yeah.
Yeah. There's that combo.
Immediate punishment.
Yeah. Designflaw is playing this well. He obviously doesn't know his opponent very well, but he's found one specific move, and he's able to make it land pretty reliably. And that's sometimes all you need, especially against someone inexperienced. If you start trying to get too fancy in this game, you might pay for it, so...
Yeah, exactly.
It also helps the new guy learn, too, because eventually he might figure something out, and it's just learning experience, right? He won't fall for it again, hopefully, as much. But then there's some people who are just so good at the game, they'll find something and it'll land no matter what you seem to do, so there's also that.
Personally, I think it's fine for a new player to play Jera, but only if said new player is like a longsword fanboy. Like, you need to be ready to maybe beaten at the beginning until you figure him out, because he's definitely more complex for a beginner to get into, and like, you are just studying the fundamentals of the game, and then you have a somewhat complex character to study as well, so it's hard. But then, if it's fun, regardless of win or loss, then it's totally fine. But if it's a problem, you can always switch to like more basic characters like Jan, Barabash, Laszlo, or just Isabella. Alright, we'll be switching sides now again.
It takes another win for Designflaw.
Yep, very solid Tana play. Now, Oro is fighting from the left side, Design from the right. Getty? No? Yeah, Yazik is probably a decent character for a beginner too. Like, he has his complexities, but just his basic cuts are so fast and good, and God is solid, so you can rely on them. Yeah, they are fast. Just need to get close enough to land them. Oh, that snap cut actually hit, but somehow Tana survived. That hit,
it didn't
to the
kill
head.
him. I wonder if the game considered it a neck hit for some reason, and then thus it's a body hit because of the modeling.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Oh my goodness. I hate that so much, though. I'm sure Kobold has a reason for that, but it just seems logical to make it the head and just leave it at that.
Once he gets to balance in the game, I'll seriously give him a suggestion to make neck the head hitbox. It's only appropriate. Yeah,
right now it might be a bit much to change that. I don't know, but because you obviously got to mess with the hitboxes at that point, so.
Oh, still a double.
False edge cut. Yeah. That is such a cool cut when you land it, but if you accidentally throw it, you look like a fool, which can happen if you're in low guard or something. Or you switch to low guard trying to do long guard. Nice.
Handline on the ground.
It's very deceptive. Gideon has a similar thing where when you're in trouble, you can just retreat X, and you think the blade's not in danger of hitting you, but suddenly your hand's off because it draws across your wrist.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yeah, so this rust won't kill if it hits the body, but if you land it on the wrist, that's it.
Yeah, he's good to go still, just trying to play solid. Oh.
Yeah, this trade
I
was
thought there
more
was gonna be a
favorable
double.
to Yak. Yeah. Double hit after all, but somehow Yazek survived.
Really gotta watch the stamina, it looks like design flaw.
He's provoking his opponent.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it worked.
Those phrases.
Idiots! I imagine him saying that. Oh, man.
Yeah, whoever gave his voice to Tana did an amazing job.
Yeah. Just the trash talk, you can imagine, you just imagine what he might be saying if you don't speak Polish, and it's amazing acting.
Actually, Victorious gave me a translation of one of the phrases he's saying. Not this one, the other one, and it was pretty plain. I was slightly disappointed. Like, no trash talk, he's just saying, oh, as I thought. Like,
Oh. That's what I thought, yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I would transliterate it, yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, nice grab, yeah.
Yeah,
And that's something newer players sometimes struggle with, but you get better at sensing when you're in danger of being grabbed as you play, so all you gotta do is move back.
Yep, exactly. Still, some good games, and I hope they will provide that much needed experience for Odo when facing real players and not just AI.
Yeah. You'll get better as you go, and obviously that grab was pretty memorable, but that just means you gotta focus on learning how to counter that, and it won't happen so easily again. But honestly, even the best players do get grabbed sometimes, so...
Yeah, definitely.
It's just how it is.
Definitely. So, thanks for joining us. Thank you, Subu, for commentating together with me. And
No
see you
problem.
next time. See you next